Man, oh man, oh man. Disney has dug itself a hole with all the failures. Sure, they're number one in the box office when you look at the revenues generated by their content, their movies. But they're also losing money because of the budgets for those said movies. Not to mention streaming. They're losing millions of subscribers, billions of dollars in streaming. The parks, which is their bread and butter, that's their old faithful. Park attendance is down, as we witnessed on the 4th of July. Yet they still upped Bob Iger for 2.5 more years. So Bob Iger's not going anywhere, supposedly, until 2026. Not to mention the fact that, Kathleen Kennedy's not going anywhere at Lucasfilm. She's done her job destroying a once great property. Kevin Feige, he's not going anywhere at Marvel. He's going to turn out the same crap that's been turned out since Avengers Endgame. So what is a company to do when they're in such trouble? I know. We start selling. Desperate Disney prepares to sell off third of company. This is a report out of Bloomberg via Breitbart and John Nolte. I love John Nolte's stuff. But here we go. Disgraced. Disney CEO Bob Iger put roughly a third of the company up for sale this week. That is a report from Bloomberg Business. According to the report, the sale announcement was a subtle but unmistakable one. Iger made the announcement during his disastrous CNBC interview last week, where he was caught lying. And this gets back into content that children should not be seeing. Obviously, he wasn't in those Zoom meetings. By declaring its cable and broadcast TV assets non-core. The report says Iger told the world ABC TV, the FX cable networks, National Geographic, Freeform are all for sale. He's also looking for a partner for the failing ESPN. Well, ESPN, I think, is going to become its own streaming platform. But it's still going to be controlled by Disney. Bloomberg does the math. Disney's media networks generated 35% or $24.8 billion of company revenue and more than 50% or $75 billion of its operating income. Yep. That's a big sell-off. The problem, and this is something Disney knows, is that cable and satellite TV is quickly dying off. Right now, we're in the midst of cord cutting 2.0. People are moving to streaming, which is much cheaper, and in many cases, Pluto, Tubi, Freevee, Zumo are entirely free. The billions Disney and other entertainment media outlets has made from cable TV have nothing to do with merit. For nearly 50 years, upwards of 100 million American homes have subscribed to cable TV and paid a fortune for channels they never watch. That is why, for years, people have been wanting and waiting for somebody to come up with an a la carte way of getting their pay TV. The reason your cable bill is so high is because corporations like Disney earn a substantial piece of that bill simply by providing a channel on your cable package. You don't watch it, but still pay for it. Same with CNN, MSNBC, MTV, etc. Cable satellite TV is one of the most lucrative scams in the history of American business. Yes, it is. Streaming puts an end to that. Tens of millions have canceled their cable TV and moved to streaming. Streaming companies like Disney Plus have to survive on merit now, which is why Disney Plus is losing billions every year. Just look at some of the stuff they put out there, at least for Marvel. You're talking about Miss Marvel, bad. She-Hulk, bad. The current Secret Invasion, not very good. So they're not putting out content that's going to attract subscribers. They're bleeding subs. Moreover, cable and broadcast networks like FX and ABC are fading assets that will soon be worthless. Before long, there will not be enough cable subscribers to keep these outlets profitable. Additionally, nowhere near enough people actually watch these outlets to allow them to survive on advertising. This is from Bloomberg. Disney can sell these networks today for about $8 billion. Well, that would just about get them. I think it's I can't remember if the number is $9 billion that they need to shell out to Comcast to buy out Comcast share of Hulu. I think it's $9 billion, and that would almost get them there. Whoever purchases them will know time is short to squeeze them dry, and squeeze them dry they will. Iger's comment should spook his peers. If a diversified company like Disney is bailing on its cable networks, what does that mean for companies like Paramount Global and Warner Brothers Discovery? The bottom line, those companies still make almost all their profit from networks that are shrinking. I've been warning these companies about the imminent death of cable TV for over a decade. The writing is on the wall as soon as Netflix became a new phenom. Ace of Spades adds this insight into Bob Iger's sale announcement. Sorry, I can't say this word on here. I don't want to get this video demonetized if I ever get monetized. Note the properties he's considering selling are mostly companies that were purchased by Disney before Iger. FX and FXX were acquired by Iger when he bought Fox's entertainment divisions. But neither of those, I think, have ever been sold as standalone units, and so do not have any valuations attached to them. Iger does not want to sell the big properties he bought, Lucasfilm, Marvel, Pixar, and even Fox as a whole, because the selling price will be much, much lower than the purchase price. This would expose him as Rube, who consistently overpaid for other people's successful studios to cover up Disney's own struggling creative output. And it would also confirm everyone's strong suspicion that all of these properties are worth only 25 to 50% of what was paid for them. Therefore, maybe all of Disney is similarly only worth 25 to 50% of the current market valuation. Gee, you think? We all know that they don't have any money. Disney is in much more trouble than anyone in the corporate media or the elite business world wants to admit. On top of being creatively dead, so dead, meet your new Snow White, so dead that they're taking iconic animated movies and re-imaging them as live action movies and changing the stories and characters. Little Mermaid, Snow White. The company's brand has been forever shattered by Disney's blatantly evil grooming crusade. Okay, I said it. Sue me. Disney's obsession with identity politics and its own sexual perversions has killed Star Wars, killed Indiana Jones, killed Pixar, and is killing Marvel. The left-wing affirmative action of cable TV is dying. Theme park attendance is down, and the stock price has been cut in half and downgraded. Rather than solve the problem, which would be to get rid of Bob Iger and Kathleen Kennedy and Kevin Feige, the board extended Bob Iger's contract into 2026. Watching Disney crash and burn is one of the joys of living. Yes, it is. So, what do you guys think? Please comment down below. And while you're at it, please take the time to smash that like button. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Hit the notification bell to get notified when my content becomes available here on YouTube. And as always, a thank you for watching, and I will see you later.